All right, 33ers, how the heck you doing? Hope the month has treated you well. I can't believe that Christmas is just days away. It's bananas. Anyway, today's video, I got some cool mail I want to show you. But first of all, I want to clear up a Kiss controversy. That's controversy with a K. Got the fireplace going for some seasonal ambiance here. So it's actually not a Kiss controversy, but something I wanted to clear up. A lot of people aren't aware of this. A few weeks ago, I showed this copy of Kiss Destroyer. This is a Canadian pressing on this, what would you call this? A series. It was on the Priceless Collection series. Now, it was a bare bones series of records that Polygram put out in Canada. I think these were like $5 at the time. And it's like a stripped down version. In that video, I said this is a stripped down version minus the gatefold that the original pressing of Kiss Destroyer had. Of course, when I said that, I was referring to the Canadian first press because that's where I'm located. And this is a Canadian pressing. Of course, sometimes I forget I'm dealing with an international audience, right? And I know most countries did not have the gatefold of Destroyer. So I got a few comments saying, Frank, you were wrong. Kiss Destroyer, the original, was not a gatefold. But again, the Canadian one was. I think maybe Japan had a gatefold, but most countries did not have a gatefold. So I mentioned to some people in the comments that I would come back and show you what the gatefold version looked like. And as I said, I probably have way too many copies of Destroyer, more copies than any one person needs. But they are all a little different. So just let me check it out. So yeah, here's the 45th anniversary. That one is a gatefold, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the original. So here is original Canadian pressing of Kiss Destroyer on Casablanca. And here it says manufactured and distributed in Canada by Quality Records Limited. So let me show you the gatefold, this original pressing. So I thought I had a US pressing of this record, but I don't. But from what I can remember, this was on the printed inner sleeve of the US version. Here it says Shout It Out Loud and has the Kiss Army emblem, Kiss Army logo. And over here it has credits. It says get up, everyone's going to move their feet, get down, everyone's going to leave their seats. So quoted, let's get the lyrics here. From Detroit, Rock City. And this one just came with a generic inner sleeve. So that was the difference. That's what the first Canadian pressing looked like. And I will show you the record label. Kiss fans are going to recognize the original Casablanca label there. This is a minty copy. I found this one in a flea market probably 8 or 9 years ago for, I don't know, like $20 or something. So that's an example of a Canadian original gatefold. Yeah, I got a second one here. This one's minty. This one's like near mint. This one is VG+. Oh, I had this one too. This is a German pressing of Kiss Destroyer with the alternative logo. And this one is not a gatefold, but judging by the label, it is an original pressing. So yes, to clear the air, I know that not all original copies of Kiss Destroyer were in gatefold. I was just referencing the version I grew up with. So I do kind of like the gatefold. I wish it had, original artwork that wasn't on the inner sleeve, but it's cool to have this. Makes the record feel a little more substantial, and it's a cool variant of it. So there you go. The Kiss controversy. Controversial no more.
Channel 33 RPM.
Okay, what else? I want to open up. Some mail. So this first package appeared in the P.O. box, and this is from Graham in England, and Graham's been watching this channel for years, and actually I still have this. Hold on. This is what Graham sent me last Christmas. The Skids, great record, UK punk, 1970s, and he sent me the Amazons. So I do have those, and I still listen to them, so I was pleasantly surprised to see another package in the P.O. box from Graham. I won't read this all. But it said, Merry Christmas, Frank. Thanks for all the videos, post bags, and vinyl dens in 2023. Love the shows and look forward to more of them on Fridays and Saturdays. Here's a little something from me to say thank you and hope you have a great Christmas and New Year with your family and friends. Thank you, Graham. You too, man. You too. So first up is this. And as Graham wrote, this is the debut album from British rock band King Swamp from 1989. It's a mixture of blues and rock that I still play today. This band blew me away live and only ever did 2 albums. They split up saying there were too many scientists and not enough hunchbacks in the band. And the lead guitarist, Dominic Miller, now plays with Sting. So I wasn't familiar with this band, and that's what I love about this stuff, right? Being introduced to new stuff. There's a hit. The hit on this album was called Is This Love? I spun this a couple times. I like the kind of gold foil on the cover there. The music on here is a bit of a mixed bag of different genres. Graham described it as blues and rock. You definitely also hear elements of sort of 80s pop rock. It might be in the production. I hear blues, I hear hard rock. At times it reminded me of an Excess, at times Power Station, and other stuff as well. I mean, this is early days. I just gave it 2 spins, and I kind of ran out of time because I had to shoot this video, but I will give it some more spins. So Graham, thank you very much. Next up, he sent me this. And as he wrote here, next up, the new album from Royal Blood, album number 4. Not much to say except for give it a spin. I did not have the new one from Royal Blood. It is called Back to the Water Below, limited edition clear vinyl. But I am a fan. I got their last album. The last album was called Typhoons, I believe. Is that what it was? Yeah, dug that. So these guys, they're a duo. They're 2 guys, and they're from England, the UK, and it's interesting because it's drums and bass. And normally, I'm not a big fan of these duos, but it really works with these guys. And I didn't realize it was bass and drums because the bass sounds huge. It sounds like, I thought it was guitar and drums, but it's actually bass and drums and vocals. And now live, they're supplemented by a 3rd member playing keyboards. But really good, man. If I could think of one word to describe this band, it'd be groovy. Like, it's rock, it's modern rock, with some classic sensibilities. Like, they're obviously Led Zeppelin fans, just those big beats. But it's got so much groove. If there's one, as I said, if there's one word I would use to describe this band, Royal Blood, it is groove. Big ass groove. Fresh sounds, as the kids say. So that was very awesome. Then Graham sent me this. Says, and finally, I know you like your horror films, so here is a book by TV and British film critic Mark Kermode. He is the oracle of the film The Exorcist. He also did a great documentary of the film called The Fear of God, which you can find on YouTube. So yeah, definitely a fan of horror. Huge fan. And this book looks very cool. This image here, this was originally a subliminal image they put in the film and they flashed it in the film. I have not seen the new Exorcist from this past summer, but I do want to, I guess it was in the fall, wasn't it? It was October. But I do look forward to checking that out. So this is awesome. Graham, thank you very much for your support and your viewership over the years. This was far too kind. Wasn't all necessary, but I do appreciate it. I love the stuff, and it has found a good home here. Merry Christmas to you and yours. All right, this next one came from Mike Lovins. Mike has been super long time viewer of this channel as well, and he is in Columbus, Ohio, USA, and he plays bass in this band called Baba Choco. Baba Choco! I should say Choco, but I believe it's Choco. The name comes, it's a reference to Pulp Fiction, where they are buying heroin and talking about the different types of heroin, and one's Baba and one is Choco. Anyway, Mike writes, hey Frank, no vinyl release yet, but I hope you dig our latest release. Hope all is well in the land of Rush. Best wishes, Mike. So, here is the latest CD from Baba Choco. I got a couple other CDs that Mike has sent me over the years, so this is the latest. I'm going to leave a link here so you guys can check these out, but I have given this a couple of spins, and I'm digging it, man. It has a very strong kind of 90s grunge feel to it. I'm definitely hearing some Alice in Chains and definitely hearing some Soundgarden. Of course, a nod to Black Sabbath through the course of all that. I mean, it's not sludgy, it's not doomy, it's rock. But again, with that Soundgarden kind of element to it, maybe some Stone Temple Pilots. It definitely falls under the umbrella of hard rock. It's their third EP. I just showed you the other two, and what else can I say about it? It's just a lot of fun, man. It's a lot of fun. This one is called It's Over. That's kind of funny. It's over. And you see a dead body in the morgue there. I'm digging it, man. Mike, thank you very much. I love the fact that people care to share their music with me, and in turn I get to share it with all of you, because the music people produce is such a personal thing, right? Awesome, man. Again, link below this video. Thank you, Mike. I hope you and yours have an awesome Christmas and happiest New Year. Cheers, man. All right, 33ers, that's a quick Friday update for you. I do have a few more videos coming before the end of the year, so do tune in for those. I'll see you then. Until then, dear 33ers, keep on spinning.